Hey everybody, I'm going to jump in here real quickly and just get this thing started. We have about 10 minutes left to go before Bethesda gets its act in gear, but they've already started their intro, so I'm just going to cut the camera out, cut the microphone off, maybe go grab some water, get something to drink, and anxiously await the news. So welcome and thanks for joining me this morning. Looking forward to hearing something exciting or just seeing the world set on fire. Either way, so catch you in a bit. Hey, good morning. This is Kineer, and welcome to my first announcement watch party. I don't really know what we're going to get here, but I definitely wanted to jump in here and watch this myself, and I wanted to share it with everyone on the channel, anybody who's willing to watch this morning. Having a really nice trip down memory lane here, enjoying some nostalgia. Over on my shelf, I pulled up, I don't know if you can see it, my original Oblivion Xbox 360 box still has the DVD in it. Actually, amazingly enough, has the receipt from EB Games in March of 2006 on it. This game was, at the time, looks like a pre-order of some sort, $64. That's a long time ago for $64. Inflation adjusted, that was pretty high. So this is a nice version. Back in the good old days where there were little manuals and everything, it's kind of amazing. Even have the, I don't even know if I want to unfold this. I've got the full map here too. Wow, kind of amazing. There you go. We have, yeah, it cuts out. Thanks, NVIDIA. Good stuff though, absolutely good stuff. Really enjoyed this long ago, almost 20 years at this point in time. This is one of those games that, quite frankly, played with the kids. Played for so many hours. It was just kind of crazy. Even Mrs. Kineer got in and played a little bit, although I like to tell the story how she escaped from the underground sewers only to be defeated by a mud crab, and she never came back and played the game again, but she watched for 1,000+ hours. I'm pretty sure she could still tell us stories about what goes on in the game. So again, this was a 2006 title that was released. Xbox 360 is the platform I had it on. It's like we're getting to about the 1 minute and 30-second mark, which is pretty cool. What else do I remember about this game? I did the horse armor. This is the horse armor game. So, enjoy that, right? Everybody likes to talk about the horse armor. I'm pretty sure I bought all the DLC that was in here, and somewhere in a save game I can go back and find my home in the tower and all the other stuff like that. I think what's really exciting about this game is it says something about the way this remaster process will work. If you think about Microsoft and Xbox acquiring Bethesda and all their intellectual property, and then taking a title like this and handing it over to Virtuos Studios? I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, but the huge studio out of Asia, or actually all over the world, honestly. Studios are titles across so many different platforms. They touch just about everything, so it'll be pretty exciting to see what they do with this. If Bethesda's gone to this much trouble to go ahead and put this out, hopefully they have something pretty exciting to say today. Maybe a stealth drop, maybe just a date in the future. I'm going to keep my expectations metered. I will, however, drop myself off camera if they start, as soon as they get going and they get into the gameplay. I'll leave the audio up for a little while. I might jump back in from time to time if something jumps up there, but there you go. The countdown continues. Have a little coffee. Have a little sip this morning. Grab some water, whatever your preferred beverage is. Let's enjoy.
The others, they were taken to the tower. They're behind us. This ends here.
You hold our future in your hands. Take with you my blessings and the hope of the Empire. Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Beautiful. Patrick Stewart. I remember how exciting that was back then. Good morning, Ben. Age of 15. Nice to see you.
Here we are 20 years later.
Come on, Todd. Give us a story.
When you think about the Elder Scrolls, to us it goes beyond game franchise.
Yeah, it's the DNA of Bethesda Game Studios.
Obviously, we're working on the 6th chapter here, but what's great about the Elder Scrolls is being able to look back at all of the chapters, Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind, Daggerfall, Arena, and each of them try to define role-playing games and open-world games for their generation.
Fans got so connected with the worlds we've made and these stories we're telling, and it's really amazing.
Oblivion was a real defining moment in the series and for how we make games as a studio.
Beautiful.
I think when it comes to a remaster, we want people to feel the way they did then, but it's still a game of its time. You want to keep those bones in place. You want some of that old charm.
Coming back to Oblivion now with this tremendous visual update is absolutely amazing. It's the world I remember, but better.
There's so much there, both for the Elder Scrolls world and also this evolution of our games, I think is really, really important for people to take a look back at.
So we have a visual update. We know it's going to
Looking
be
back
Unreal
and
5.
seeing
I
everything
think.
we've accomplished in the past 20 years and working with these people, like, it's really special.
Yeah, there are still quite a few people that I've worked with for that long, and it sort of gave me the warm fuzzies.
Oh my God, it's been 20 years? I think the thing that gets me the most is the music. Like when you hear that music at the main menu, there's just like, there's this like flood of nostalgia.
It's programmed in, man.
Oblivion is the beginning
Never going
of
away.
who I am. As an individual, as a game developer, it all starts with it.
I don't even think it took me till release to realize how big this was.
People loved it. Like, they loved it.
Such a key moment in our history of making games and the evolution of how we build these worlds, and having players be able to come back and experience that is really amazing. We had that really special moment of coming out into the world for the first time, what that meant to this game.
Every time we think about Oblivion, it's, what if we could give that moment to everybody again?
I was born
Let's do it,
87
guys.
years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see.
Wow.
Whether you're reliving these moments or experiencing them for the first time, the world of Oblivion Remastered immediately looks and feels incredible. When we decided to remaster Oblivion, we were really picky about finding the right partner. From the very beginning of this project, we had one rule. We weren't going to do this if we weren't going to be able to do it right. Our partners at Virtuous went above and beyond to bring our vision to life. The care and love they've poured into the Oblivion Remaster has been absolutely breathtaking.
Welcome to Paris, and welcome to Virtuous. Our team
Ooh,
here
they did
has
this
been
out of
hard at
Paris.
work delivering the best remastered Oblivion experience possible. We've worked with Bethesda Game Studios on other projects in the past, so we know what makes that team and their games special.
We wanted to make the remaster more friendly to gamers with modern hardware. This is Oblivion in its most complete
That
form.
looks great.
About
that's
time
gruesome.
someone got here. Huzzah!
I would have to plug in my old Xbox
Those
just to
familiar
find the
with
save
only
games.
some Elder Scrolls lore will now
been
be
months.
able to experience the events that
I
set
played
the
through the
stage
whole
for
intro.
Skyrim.
I'll shut up.
You embark on an epic journey to stop the Mythic Dawn cult
The time of
Hear
cleansing
this.
draws nigh.
from unleashing the daedric Prince of Destruction.
What was the Oblivion Crisis? What happened to the previous Emperor of Cyrodiil? Why are there only 8 divines instead of 9?
Yeah, what about that,
In addition to the
man?
core game, the remaster contains all add-ons, including story expansions, Shivering Isles, and Knights of the Nine.
Horse
so you get
armor?
the full experience.
On a personal level, it was really important to me to ensure that we're preserving
I
the
paid for it
magic
once.
of the
I want it
original
forever.
experience.
On every
At
platform.
the end of the day, we're all fans too.
This is a dream project for me, right? I mean, I'm a fan. I have been always a fan.
Well, I played Oblivion for perhaps 10,000 hours.
Oblivion was my first Elder Scrolls game, and it was one of the games that made me want to be a game developer.
The best way to describe it would be to call it a love letter.
You will find your own path, but there will be blood
Thanks, Shooter.
and death before the end.
Yeah, I've heard it's going to be on Game Pass, which is
The technology we used
what a great
to create
reason
the
to sign up for
original
Game
was
Pass.
cutting edge at the time, but tools have come a long
Says a lot about that acquisition too by Microsoft of Bethesda. Like, you know, if they can do something like this and just hand it to their subscriber base, it's got to be good for
Oblivion
them.
is still the heart and soul of the remaster, but we use Unreal Engine 5 to help achieve all our visual goals. We think of the Oblivion game engine as the brain and Unreal 5 as the body. The brain drives all the world logic and gameplay, and the body brings to life the experience that players have loved for almost 20 years.
But it's not just about pure fidelity. We knew we had to preserve the distinct style, making it as uniquely Oblivion as possible.
The brush opens a portal into the painting. You're stuck here like I am.
The Isles, a wonderful place.
I love how they just keep cutting back and forth, so you can really see the difference.
Eternity.
We've leveraged nearly every major feature from the latest version of Unreal 5.
Our goal was to push the visuals to the next level using the latest technologies. We created brand new, highly detailed character models and stunning landscapes that use millions of polygons in each asset, allowing us a truly impressive level of detail in the world.
Oh, absolutely.
Every single asset in this game
I might
was
support it
completely
just to
redesigned
support it,
and handcrafted from
honestly.
scratch. We implemented an advanced real-time lighting system.
This is a great
that
step
actively
along the
simulates
way
how light
towards
interacts with the environment.
Elder Scrolls
This
6 and just
results
keeping
in more
everybody
realistic
engaged and
lighting
introducing
and
so many new players to it.
While the original game had limited dynamic shadows, now the entire world reacts naturally to light. We
Hey,
used an
Pepe.
incredible new lip sync technology that really enhanced performance in our characters.
He left us a warning. Heed it.
And real tools helped us create the base mesh of our characters. From there, our artists sculpt each race individually to adapt it to the mesh, allowing us to share the model, rig, and textures. As a result, all races, including Argonians, Orcs, and Khajiits, are built on the same
They
base
look
mesh,
great.
making the lip sync system more
I
effective.
played through the intro of the old game the other day. It's still good. I liked it. Still love the tunnels.
We have
I didn't go
access
far,
to
but
so many modern rendering features. You'll see them in something as simple as running through a forest, insects
And
flying
fighting a
around,
bear.
fish swimming in the water, light filtering through the leaves. Thanks to these technological advances, you feel even more immersed in this living, breathing world.
I don't know. Virtuos has like 4,200 developers across a bunch of studios. I mean, I know this is probably one studio or a couple studios working on it, but if they've got a strong relationship with Bethesda and they can continue to work well together without taxing the Bethesda core employees and developers, who knows? Who knows, man?
It's not just visuals
Fallout
that we've
franchise.
modernized in the remaster. It's gameplay.
Okay, this is interesting. What'd they do?
It's UI and UX. It's audio. We've updated features
Gameplay,
and
audio,
systems across the board.
UI.
We've changed the approach to leveling, which I think will make a lot of people happy. It's inspired by the leveling systems of both Oblivion and Skyrim, so it's the
That's
best
what it
of
looks
both
like.
worlds.
There's a lot of Skyrim flavor to this.
We were able to fully recreate the character models, creating a physicality that feels more human. You see that in places like combat animations, where there's a lot more separation between the upper and lower
Wow.
body, and all the animations have more flourish. Combat in the original Oblivion didn't have sound effects, visual effects, or hit reactions. Now you'll get blood splatters, sparks, and controller feedback. You know, it's a little thing, but little things add up to make the combat more modern and engaging.
Yeah, that's incredible.
There's a proper third-person perspective now. The original had third person, but there was no crosshair, and we felt the experience could be modernized. One of our goals was to have a third-person view that compared to Starfield in terms of playability. Now, the third-person perspective has all the same control you get from the first-person view.
You have my ear, citizen.
When Oblivion first launched,
So third person and first person.
How are you?
disk storage limits meant we couldn't have unique voiceovers for all the races. So we've gone back and recorded new lines of dialogue. Each race represented in the game now sounds unique.
Can't stand the sight of those creatures.
We also made sure to keep in all of the quirkier dialogue.
I really like the way they say hello. Sometimes it's so random, and then they just, hi there.
Hi there.
But it's like so nice and creepy at the same time.
Stop! You violated the law.
Stop! You violated the
Oh,
law.
that's
criminal scum.
Stop
wait a minute. Is that I don't remember his name.
Everyone.
Cheese for everyone.
Chigorath. Oh man, what a memory.
We are going to steal one of the Elder Scrolls from the Imperial Palace. You need to find the reading room. The blind priests will deliver a scroll to you there. Do not speak to the priests. They're blindfolded. I've chosen you because you are the best. Good luck.
Stop! You violated the law. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Then pay with your blood.
As games have developed over the past 20 years, players have come to expect a certain suite of tools and controls.
Like sprinting. Sprinting is an interesting one because it was such a big debate internally among our teams. Some of us were absolute purists, but ultimately,
Bethesda has over
we
500,000
decided it's
people watching right
2025, and people are going to want to sprint. In fact, all of the character locomotion has been completely redone from scratch, and that has a huge impact from the very beginning of the game.
Every single updated or new feature was implemented with the player in mind. It all comes down to what makes Oblivion, Oblivion. What are those features that just immediately come to mind for players when they think of the game?
The mini-games are the mini-games. Those are so iconic to Oblivion.
Great! How's it go again?
Like lockpicking. You can put a fresh coat of paint on it, but you can't change it too much because it's part of the core experience.
Oh, I look forward to that.
Whether you're returning to
So much
Cyrodiil
lockpicking.
or you're a newcomer,
I'm going to follow you and watch you and worship
Oh, the adoring
ground you
fan.
walk on.
you will instantly feel at home. It just feels better. We've modernized a lot, but it's still the same incredible adventure and the same carefully handcrafted world.
Well, it's about time. Do you know how long we've been waiting?
All right.
Oblivion is a core part of the story of Bethesda Game Studios.
Here we go.
None of what we're surrounded by right now would be here if we hadn't made that game and if it hadn't been the success that it was. The effort that we put into it, the sort of the love that went into it, I think that comes across on the screen.
To have worked on something that people care enough where you're in a position where you can remaster it, it's a privilege.
And now, to help introduce this game to a new generation of players, I feel so lucky.
I really think
This is going to slot right in really well with the people who are really like, you know, playing and modding Skyrim and maybe playing this and looking forward to
Oblivion gates look
6.
absolutely incredible, and I think they're just going to find themselves lost in the world.
Even if it's just the music, for example, just walking around for half an hour in the world, you feel something, and that's precious.
You're going back to a world that you've been to before, but it's better somehow. Like, it's an intangible thing, but it's like, it's new, it's fun, like it's exciting again.
But it's ultimately the same game. There was a lot of respect for what was before, and I think the fans will appreciate that.
From all of us at Bethesda Game Studios
And Virtuous,
we want to thank you for joining us today. Oblivion has a very special place in my heart, and being able to work on this remaster and bring it to a new generation of players has been an incredible experience. We were too excited to get it in your hands and didn't want to just show it off to you and then make you have to wait.
What's
the
the
best
date?
part of my job is that I get to be the one to announce that the Oblivion Remaster will be available today.
Wow. There you go. Today. So now I can just sit around all day clicking a button waiting for the download to be available. That's fantastic.
But for all these years,
Is it up right now? Is it up right now? I don't know. I'm doing this, so.
this is the 27th of last.
Good job, Bethesda.
The year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era.
Well, I was just wrapping up my RuneScape live stream, so
of my life. I have seen the
it's up on Steam. Pepe, thank you.
on which no waking
Pepe Sylvia just got that. Great name.
This is only the beginning.
I like it.
Looks clear.
Game Pass is a lot cheaper than that if you can get it. I'm going to see if I can get it on Game Pass on PC, right? If it's on Game Pass on PC, I got an Xbox, so Xbox definitely.
From the coming darkness.
The studio has done a lot of work on all platforms, so I'm not really sure which platforms it's going to be available on, but looks fantastic, available right away. What can you complain about? Horse armor! No, that's not the horse armor. Truly epic. Truly epic, guys. Oh, I like that goblin. It was huge.
Find him. And close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Close shut the jaws of Oblivion. Available today. PS5, PC, Steam, Xbox Series X, Game Pass. Stay tuned for a special gameplay stream. Yeah, we're gonna let this run for a while. That's fantastic. What do you think? Leave a comment. This looks incredible. This is everything I was hoping it could be today. You know, the fact that they're dropping it today, that it's available right now during the announcement, can't complain about that. The fact that you can get it everywhere, live on Game Pass, installing now. Get in there, shooter. I'm gonna get mine loaded up as quickly as possible. Sorry, I was tapping on my desk there. I'm a little excited about it. I'm probably not going to stick around and watch the gameplay stream. I think it's about just 20-something minutes in. They covered quite a bit there. This looks very promising. I think the proof is going to be in getting it downloaded and installed. Saw someone. I'm going to scroll back up here in the chat here. Vincent, nice to see you there. Looks like you're going to need to check your hardware requirements to make sure that this game is going to work there, or you're gonna have to do some upscaling, play some games with your video card, things like that. But like I said, couldn't ask for more here. Definitely worth looking into. I may reset and try to get this installed, and may fire up a live stream on this in about as soon as I can get it up and running. So we'll see if we can get another live stream going after this. I'm not going to do this while I'm on this one. Thank you so much for joining me. Like I said, please leave a comment if you haven't subscribed, like, share, all that other good stuff. I appreciate it greatly, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.
Wow. What did we just witness? The worst kept secret ever? Maybe. Probably. But you just witnessed the Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered Direct. That is coming to you today. Maybe even now. I don't know. We'll have to check after this stream. I'm joined by the wonderful, talented, incredible Wes Johnson. You.
Ah, hi.
And Wes, who do you...
Okay, I'm coming back for that. It is Wes Johnson. That's the name I was trying to get to earlier.
Oh, yes.
He voiced like, I don't know, 20 people in the
How are
original.
you? I mean, for the sake of this, we can call him Barbas if you'd like, but he's a sweetie pie and he wanted to...
I've got mine downloading right now. I'm just going to hang out here while it's doing
If I
that.
had a new puppy, I would totally bring that puppy with me everywhere.
I take him everywhere. You ever heard the Harry Nilsson's puppy song?
No.
It's like,
It looks like it's gonna
"I
take a while."
My puppy everywhere. Da-da-da-da.
Well, for you, those of you joining us, either new or from the Direct, we are going to be sharing some gameplay of Wes's old stomping grounds, but newer now with the remastered version.
I can't wait.
So, Wes, for those that do not know you, first, shame on you if you don't, but if you don't, why don't you tell our friends here
I like that
what
plushie.
roles or role you have done in Oblivion?
In Oblivion, you're going to probably bring some memes back to life.
Can't wait.
So if like you walk out of someplace with a fork, I would be there going, "Hold, criminal scum! Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Pay with your blood." That's a lovely one. The
That's very
Imperial Guard
aggressive.
song is out there now, and all sorts of things that people had fun with.
He's been on X or Twitter all week responding to people with those original quotes. It's been kind of hilarious to watch.
Because I'll never be able to order a cheese pizza again. Because people use the soundboard and they call the pizza shops and they're saying, what can I do for you today? Cheese! You want a cheese pizza? I want cheese for everyone! How many would that be, sir? And so I can't call anywhere as Shagor to order a pizza because I'll never get it, or I'll get it with a lot of
I mean,
spit.
honestly, you're doing everybody a favor if you do. So.
Yeah,
I mean, in your shirt, it's totally on theme today as well.
Yeah, wearing my Sheo shirt. I've got, and of course, there's where is it? My Dark Brotherhood pin here. Lucian LeChance of the Dark Brotherhood, dear child of Sithis. I don't.
Okay, this is totally worth listening to.
Dear child, I create them. So yeah, I loved Oblivion. Oblivion.
Plus, my download's going to be super slow.
I mean, I've loved all the games. I loved Morrowind. Ah, yes, we've been expecting you. Come right in. I love Skyrim, which is fantastic, but Oblivion to me was where I came out to play, and it was the original. All the races had the same voices. Oh man, there's so much crossbreeding amongst the Imperial Guard. You know, Mom, Dad, the family reunions were very confusing. But
It's a lot of love.
I know, but
That's a little demented.
I just absolutely loved that game, and as other games came along, and then you got to see Skyrim with its 10th anniversary edition, and when I first put that on the Xbox Series X. Oh my God, the visuals to me were just, I was blown away. And to make Oblivion now have that kind of feel, that kind of look, the gameplay, the graphics, I mean, if I walk up to a lady in the middle of one of the towns and tap her on the shoulder and she turns around and does not look like Terry Jones in drag from Monty Python, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I mean, I love the game. So now people are going to get a chance to see it with brand new eyes. And for people who've only ever played Skyrim, this is going to be kind of a revelation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the predecessor, so it's taking people back.
Oh my goodness, look at that. And this is the mouth to the Shivering Isles. Look at the difference, the graphics, how sumptuous it is, the detail on this. Not just on the backgrounds, not just every leaf on a tree, but looking at the clothing, at the uniforms that they're wearing. I mean, he's wearing leather, and he's wearing some fur, and you're seeing all the details on every little thing. this guard right here.
Mm-hmm.
This guard.
The only thing that jumps out at me is it's just, you know, until you get it installed and start playing, I really want to see how smooth controls are and the combat is and things like that. Now, certainly the engine is solid and shouldn't have a problem. Not seeing it on Steam in the UK yet.
I know, I'm method, so method.
What's up with that? What are they doing to you people?
There's the,
Why are they treating you that way? It's not fair.
Oh, look at the screens. Even the screens.
I haven't even looked at my Steam yet.
The loading screens look so much sweeter and more detailed. And there he is. Haskell! Look at him. Sitting there all bald and boring. Haskell, your room's very dark. Just like your personality. Hurry up and talk. Oh, look at the...
I'm going to go look at my Xbox console.
You can really see
what's over there.
what living with Shea Gorth has done to him. He looks like Marley's ghost there.
Just a
I
second.
mean, this is the first time you're seeing the remastered,
This is the first
isn't it?
time I've seen any of this, and the detail and the expression on the face, he just looks so weary, so put upon.
Well, it's been almost 20 years, so we've had a lot of ability for technical advancements from there. So
Yes, and imagine
and age, I guess. For
20,
him as well.
20 years in the service of Shea Gorth is going to age anybody,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
I like his puffy sleeves there. That little Seinfeld puffy sleeves.
Now, what would you say your favorite role has been for Oblivion, or which character do you feel like you gravitated the most towards?
Well, that's the thing. People ask me all the time, who's your favorite character to play this? And that's a Sophie's choice. Because you bring a little of yourself to every role you do. You got to bring, these are all like my children. So, I mean, I love Lucian. I love Shea Gorth. I love them all for very different reasons. I remember working with Mark Lampert for this game, and we're doing the same Imperial Guard voice, even the Gray Fox, like capital, but he's still very much the Imperial. But then he gets to Lucy and he goes, this guy's a little different, a little darker, a little more macabre. So I think about it for a second, and I start going into this thing, and in my mind, you try to get an image of who the character is. And for me, he was twisted and gaunt and bent and just insidious.
Does it take you, is it that quick for you sometimes when you like get a breakdown of a character?
Sometimes it can, and sometimes I take time. Shea was a different thing. But with Lucian, I had a, come here, Bubby. It's okay. With Lucian, the image I had in my mind as I portrayed him at first was completely different from the image of what he ended up looking like. You know, he ended
So I'm looking at the
they made him this gorgeous guy.
the chart
you know,
on
and
Steam,
we
the
were
comparison
like,
between
oh
the
my
standard
God,
edition and the deluxe edition.
The Heart of Darkness,
And it
the
looks like
perfect man.
standard edition, you get the digital base game, the Shivering Isles, and Knights of the Nine story expansions, and some additional downloadable content that they don't describe. The deluxe edition gets you new quests for unique Akatosh and
You just
Mehrunes.
finish your lines. So when I'm
Mehrunes
playing
Dagon
the game,
armor,
I get
weapons,
to
and
that
horse
point in
armor
the
sets,
game
so
when
that's the
I'm
deluxe
like,
edition. So I gotta pay for horse armor again, maybe?
I'm
That's great.
experiencing it as well.
And then the digital art book and soundtrack app, that's pretty cool. So for $10 extra,
Right into the Shivering
if you,
Isles and the butterflies.
it goes from $50 to $60. That'll be interesting to see if,
Out of there, man. It's quitting time.
that'll be very interesting to see what the uptake is on that for that price range as well, right? So Game Pass is certainly just a no-brainer to be able to have access to the base game and get in and see it, and then, you know, after you kind of dig in and find out how interesting that's going to be,
But we want him to feel dangerous.
the $10 might be simple for Game Pass players.
And, they said maybe something like
I think it may or may not be the same thing, especially if you were offended by horse armor and conceptually horse armor in the past, then maybe that's not worth doing right now. Although, you know, Mehrunes Dagon armors and weapon sets and things like that, maybe they've bundled enough in there. So I think I'm going to wrap this up right now. I know I said that earlier, but this has been exciting, and this guy's great. Love his work. It's you know, it's fascinating, and it's just a voice in my head that's been there forever. So with that, I'll talk.